some of the most profitable coaching programs that I drafted contracts for this year did not have lengthy terms or constant calls. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 uncommon but completely loved by clients coaching programs that you can consider adding to your lineup. Don't forget to subscribe because twice a week I will give you the legal information and action steps you need to launch whatever type of coaching program that you're thinking about doing next. I've been around a long time, both as a coaching client and as a lawyer friend to coaches, and I have to say that the following 3 programs that I'm going to talk to you about are so unusual but so beneficial. And I don't think enough people are considering them either for their own purposes and convenience and for their ability to get really amazing results faster or for more people at a time. So let's dive into the first one, which is asynchronous coaching. Typically, you're hearing about this promoted as Voxer coaching, where you have access to the coach in your back pocket to leave voice notes on particular topics. And during certain times of the week or business hours or however the coach structures it, the coach will respond to those messages from the client. This is really beautiful because it doesn't require any kind of scheduling, and it gives the client comfort knowing that they've got somebody at their disposal that they can send a note off to who's going to get back to them in a timely fashion and help them through something. I personally purchased this last year at the end of 2024 and have on again and off again done this with a coach that I really enjoy working with, but that I don't necessarily need a structured call format or lengthy package. What I'm seeing with this asynchronous type coaching is typically a monthly kind of retainer fee so that the coach knows that they're getting paid and that the client has a specific price that they can handle without having to sign up for lengthy commitments. So in my case, my coach does $888 a month for Voxer coaching and pay in full of $2,500. So this is a really nice way to have the assistance of a coach without lengthy and big deal packages. You know, one of the things that I've looked at in my business this year is how can I make it really easy for people to work with me and to know what they need to know and to get my help without having to make these massive commitments. And that isn't just a price thing. Sometimes we just want to make it really easy for somebody to shoot off a message and know that they're going to get taken care of. This is a great way to be able to help a lot of people in a one-on-one capacity without constantly having your calendar be booked out. Head over with me to the next video. It's my ultimate legal guide to one-on-one coaching, the exact legal documents and checklist of things that you need to be on the lookout for before you launch your next or first one-on-one coaching offer, whatever the format. So what do you think? I think asynchronous coaching through Voxer or Telegram or other services like that are going to become ever more popular so that coaching clients know they've got somebody in their back pocket. Let's look at the second uncommon coaching offer that's actually really effective and clients love, and that is VIP days. So this again is a different way to work one-on-one with clients without constantly being booked out and having your calendar just popping up notifications all the time and without a big time commitment. Now, the nice thing about VIP days is that it can really sort of compress the time period for a client to get a result from A to B. It has usually a really specific outcome or deliverable at the end, depending on the type of coaching you do and the structure of your package. But because it's this higher level intensity and proximity with the promise of a big result at the end in a short period of time, usually these carry similar pricing to a coaching package that might ordinarily take 2 or 3 months to deliver. So I'm seeing a lot of VIP days that are $3,000, $5,000, and even up to $10,000 depending on the length and the promised outcome, including whether the coach is going to provide some sort of deliverable at the end, such as a written document that has a plan or other execution pieces, especially for business coaches. So VIP days are another way to look at really moving the financial needle without needing to be on call all the time. And if your work lends itself to a fast transformation for a motivated client who's willing to pay for that intensity, this is also really great for newer coaches who are moving out of corporate or moving out of a day job and really need to be able to batch their work in certain periods of time. I highly encourage you to look into the VIP day model, and this uncommon method is one that I know I have enjoyed as a client myself. Finally, my all-time favorite, one that you're going to hear me talk about a lot in these videos, is certification programs. Now, many coaches are afraid of certification programs because they think, I'm not ready, this is going to be too big, I don't want other people competing with me in the marketplace using my materials. There's a time and a place for all of those questions, but the reason I want to bring this to your attention now, even if you're a newer coach, is for this reason. You see, certification programs are a really great way to separate out your process from the human component it takes to support a client to go from point A to point B. The human component is one that we can teach. That's holding space, active listening, being alongside someone on their journey, even accountability, morale, all of those things. That is something that we know for sure we can teach to other humans. The methodology itself is something that you can start thinking about from the very beginning. When you're working one-on-one with clients, you're going to naturally develop a cadence and a process that you use to help them. As you do that, you're going to understand the nuances of who you're working with, what makes them different, what creates problems for some but not others, and how to overcome those problems. That over time is going to develop into a business asset that is your method. Now, your method can be monetized in many ways. Different topic for a different day. Keep an eye on the show notes for that, and I will add the resources that I have. But the reason that I want to bring it up now is that you can begin thinking through that method and trying it out and keeping an eye on it as you're in earlier stages of your coaching business. This means that at the point where you really don't want to lead with one-on-one offers anymore, that you will be able to teach other people that method, authorize them to use it in certain ways, and combine it with their human element to work one-on-one with clients so that your message and movement are out in the world without you having to be the one sitting in the seat. That seed I want to plant now, because if I don't, marketers and your Facebook feed full of ads will get to you before I do, and they will try to tell you when you're at the point of burnout with one-on-one to go into leverage programs like groups and masterminds. And the truth is, there's a right way and a wrong way to do those. The right way maintains that human element, which we know correlates to client results. If you've ever been in a lukewarm but overpriced group coaching experience, and I have, it's typically because they're trying to give the appearance of support from the name, the face, who really is trying to do as little as possible to be able to sell at those price points but not have to be in the seat. So there's that fork in the road that will come in your coaching business, and I encourage you to think about this alternative ethical way to scale through certification, which really requires you to hone that method as opposed to going some of these other directions that are talked about more. So certification, it's not just for big names. It's not a huge thing to set up, but it does start from day one as you think through how you lead clients to results. So what do you think? Any uncommon coaching business models that you want to try or that you're seeing out in the marketplace? Let me know in the comments. So if you like this kind of information, let the world know, like and subscribe so that you never miss a video. I'm out twice a week with information just like this, and I encourage you to check out the next video.